Welcome to Metals, Money, and Markets Weekly, week ending May 26, 2017. For Mining Clips, I'm Rob Goodman, and with me, as always, is Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist. Well, Mickey, a couple things that caught my eye. Trump presenting the budget to Congress and a horrific terrorist attack. I don't think much impacted these markets. It seems like all systems are go right now.
Well, the stock market jitters of last week were very short-lived. We had record highs, I think 4 days or something like that this week. The dollar was flat this week, but the precious metals were all up, with gold up 1% to 1267. Silver had a nice week, up almost 3% to 1731. Platinum up over 2% at 959, and palladium made a rally to 789, up about 4.5%. One thing we should note is gold crossed over its 50-day moving average, crossed its 200-day moving average, and that is certainly, for the technical types out there, a very short-term bullish sign. Copper finished down a penny. Not much going on in the copper market of note this week. The forward curve is positive at this level.
Moving on to energy, pretty ugly week there. Oil gave back a little, but the big story was uranium.
Well, oil gave back more and made a rally today. It finished at 49.73, down over 1%, but it was up $1 today. What happened, in addition to the ongoing rig count increase in the U.S., up plus 8 rigs drilling this week, the OPEC meeting came about, and they extended the 9 months the 1.8 million barrels a day production cut, but the hedge funds and the specs wanted more, and they had bullish views on that, and they were playing an idea these production cuts would be steeper. They were not, so oil took a bath yesterday, recovered nicely today. Uranium, very bad week. It went below $20 on Wednesday, made a comeback yesterday, finished the week at $20.25, but that's down almost 7% over the week.
Moving on to currencies, essentially flat across the board.
Yeah, the U.S. dollar was flat, therefore the euro was flat. Dollar finished at 97.45, up 0.3%. Euro 112, down 0.2%. The loonie had a nice week, gained 0.4% to finish at 0.743. One thing to note, Swiss franc is up, loonie up, British pound up, yen up. So the dollar looks to be going into somewhat of a bearish phase right now. The Fed came out and pretty much said there was going to be a rate hike in June, and the dollar did not react particularly well to that.
And finishing up with markets, as mentioned, no jitters here, everything in the black.
Yeah, the markets were really flat today, but that said, S&P 500 and NASDAQ both eked out other all-time highs. Dow, not that far off its all-time high, finished at 21,080, up 1.3% for the week. S&P 500, 2416, 1.4% increase for the week. NASDAQ, the best performer, 6210, up well over 2% for the week. And the markets just keep rolling right along, and this includes international markets too, Rob, at record high. You know, really what the banksters have built here is a fiat currency-driven, debt-ridden, negative interest rate economy, and the stock market bubble is all that they have going for them, and it really is risk on in the markets at this point.
Venture up a shade.
Yeah, Venture Exchange closed at 809, up 2 points for the week. Very low volumes remain. I think it traded around less than 70 million shares on the Venture today. We've only had 100 million share trade day over the last 6 weeks or so. That's not good. I think what's going on right now is the markets are really waiting for this GDXJ rebalance, which is going to happen on the 17th of June. And the markets are just a bit reticent to move one way or the other until that occurs.
Well, Mickey, and as mentioned, a conference upcoming this weekend. I'll see you there. Any thoughts?
Yep, Rob, we got the International Metals Writers Conference in Vancouver. It's a Cambridge House deal, a bit of a different format. 60 companies, about 35 or 40 newsletter writers, one-to-one meetings. At last count, there was over 3,500 investors signed up. So I will see you there. You will have a camera. I will have a voice. We'll do some fun videos, and I know you got a busy time with some company videos, etc. So I look forward to seeing you this week.